Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today the video is going to be of me painting on some prints that I did a couple months back. And both of these prints are prints that I like, but I don't love. Wasn't really planning on doing anything with them. This first one that you see me working on or about to work on right now is it's just a proof print from a zinc plate that I had etched into, and the one that I'm gonna work on later is it's a ghost of a monotype, I believe. And both of these prints are prints that I like, but I don't love. I enjoy them, but I feel like something's missing from them being complete, something that I would take pride in selling or displaying, and so I went back and I reworked them. And that's what I kind of want to talk about today, is not giving up on yourself and not giving up on your work. I think a lot of artists and art teachers talk about not giving up on yourself as an artist, and they talk about, try and try again, practice all the time, things like that. But what I feel like they don't cover or isn't talked about as much is not giving up on your artwork, because that in itself is, or can be, really important. I know a lot of artists, especially young artists, make so much work, and that's amazing. And the more work you make, the more practice you get in, it's just, you're gonna get better and better. But there's so much that you can learn from the work that you like, that you don't love, the work that you feel is unfinished, the work that you appreciate, but no matter how much you look at it, you don't know what it's missing, but you know it's missing something. And I feel like all too often as artists, we abandon those pieces. We think, well, I can't figure out what's this missing, so I'm just gonna stop working on it. I'm just gonna put it away, close the sketchbook, put it in storage, and then you go back and you look at it 10 years later, and at that point, you might not even like it anymore. You might think this is terrible, and you might not even remember that you once liked it. I know for myself, I only remember the pieces that I drew when I was younger that I absolutely loved. But what I wish I had done then that I'm starting to now is using the pieces that you like but don't love as experiments. Because I think something that makes you a good artist is being able to make everything you do make you happy. Like, every painting you do, every drawing you do, they should all give you a sense of pride in a way. And what I mean by that is, I have a professor who says, that he hasn't had a bad day painting in 30 years. And it's not that he's not gonna let himself paint bad, it's that he doesn't. Because every time he goes in and he's really looking, he's challenging himself, he's making himself engage. And I think that is what you can do with these pieces that you would just throw away or stop working on or whatever, is that you can engage and you can actively look at it and say, like, why don't I know what to do to this to make it complete or make it something I love? And you can experiment. You can say, okay, well, maybe it's this. And you might put that one mark down. You might put a brush stroke in it, and it just makes it something that you absolutely hate. But then from that, you can learn that that wasn't what you wanted. That wasn't what you liked. That wasn't the way to fix it. And if you have a bunch of these pieces and you do that over and over again, like, you're gonna figure out, okay, these are things that I like, these are things that I don't like, these are things that I need to try more. For me, just doing this simple little exercise for myself, I really like what the gouache added. I think I preferred using like the gray wash that I'm doing in this than doing green like I did in the other one. I think just because it lends itself more to complementing that black and the printmaking quality of it, that I really appreciated it. But I wouldn't know that unless I had done both of these. And that's what's important. That's what's worthwhile in revisiting old works, old likes, and trying to turn them into things that you love. Or trying to at least understand them better. It's an opportunity for self-improvement, which as artists, I think that's what we're always looking for. We always want to get better. We always want to be better and do better. And when you go back and you re-edit some of the work that you didn't love, you get that opportunity. And I think that's especially important for artists, is to always feel like they have the opportunity to grow, even when they're stuck. And this would be another really good thing, like if you're having artist block and you don't know what to paint, or you don't know what to draw, or anything like that, go back and look at your old work and find something that you don't like that much, and think, how can I turn this into something I like? And maybe you don't turn it into something you like. Maybe you ruin it, but maybe that might be the cure to your artist block. You might be like, oh, but what if I redraw it completely and then try and color it this way? What if instead of using gouache this time, I color it with marker? Something like that. That is amazing. That's something that you really, you go through yourself. And I think a lot of what isn't talked about in videos teaching you about art is the really important role that self-discovery makes. Self-discovery, for me at least, it's a good 60% of my art. Like, of course, I value being taught by a professor, but if, in a way, I have to be taught by them, or like take in what they're saying and teach myself, because you are painting for yourself. No one's asking you to do this, but you do it because you love it. And you always have to keep that in mind. And so try and turn anything you do into something you love.